Welcome back to Race Day, everyone. Michael Waltrip Racing has won the Clint Bowyer Sweepstakes with 4 Sprint Cup wins and a sponsor in tow. Clint was one of the most sought-after free agents in Cup, and this past Friday he made it official that he would drive this number 15 for Michael Waltrip Racing. Now, just about everything a Sprint Cup driver says these days is recorded and replayed, and there was a time when Clint Bowyer said something about his new boss that now he may want to take back.
Oh, we got a big crash down here.
Another chain reaction crash. Casey Kane involved. The 11 car involved. Denny Hamlin. Casey Mears involved.
Michael Waltrip is the worst driver in NASCAR, period.
Did you say I was the worst driver ever? or did you mean like during that era?
Michael Waltrip is the worst driver in NASCAR, period.
You know, you never know when you're going to have to eat those words, and I'm going to say today's the day, but he promised me he'd be the best owner ever.
Well, I just want y'all to know that we were supposed to do this interview at another time and another place, and we got our people together and worked this thing out. You got a smile on your face. It's been a pretty exciting week.
It has. A lot going on this week. You know, most importantly, yesterday's practice, the car was very, very fast, very excited about today. Didn't qualify for the best, so if I can get it up front, I think, you know, I think we got a car that could win this race. But, you know, with everything that's going on, finally getting that announcement behind us, it was very exciting to get that done. We get back to business and, you know, try to get us a win for the end of the year.
And talking about, you know, I've been around the sport a long time and drove a little bit as well. For you guys to come close to winning at Loudon and to be as fast as you are here, that says a lot about the effort that you're putting in and the team that you're currently driving for, because people start getting their minds going in different directions. It can't take the focus off, but you guys have been staying on the ball. Yeah,
that was the hardest thing through the summer months is, you know, as I was trying to figure out where I was going to be. You know, obviously the guys hear those rumors, the crew guys and stuff, and it's really hard to keep all that together. It's a kind of a downward spiral that you can't really control, and unfortunately it is what it is. We missed the chase, which was a huge bummer, because for whatever reason, once we get inside that chase, we always run well in these races. And I mean, if you look at the last 3 races, you know, if we wouldn't have run out of gas in New Hampshire, we'd have been right there in the running going into my home track. So hopefully next year we can make that chase and you know, come into it with a huge boast of confidence and a big stride. But you know, for this year, we've got to cap off the season right, and the only way we can do that is to get a win.
You're leaving an organization with a lot of history, an established team, going to an organization that has shown signs of success but needs that consistency. How do you see your role maybe increasing, or how are you looking forward to being part of an organization, maybe helping take it to the next level?
Well, I definitely think you know, my role will change quite a bit. You know, you go in a place like RCR, you know, the only thing you have to prove is yourself. You know, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. I really am. I think that again, this gives me an opportunity to prove myself. If I can go over to MWR and run well and put a car in the chase, I think it you know, builds my brand even bigger yet. So, you know, there's always risk. Anytime you change anything, there's risk, but with risk, there's always reward. And
you sponsor 5 Hour Energy for next year. Perfect fit. You have a lot of energy. And our Twitter question for you today, we try to get the fans involved, is how do you think the practical jokes and the pranks are going to escalate between you and Michael Waltrip? That could be very interesting.
It could be dangerous. You know, he's I don't know how big of a prankster he is, but we're fixing to find out.
That's Clint Bowyer. He's looking forward to taking his role at Michael Waltrip Racing, trying to get that team to victory lane on a consistent basis and taking one of those cars to the chase next year.
Yeah, Hermie, he likes to play around, but his numbers are no joke. 3 top 5 finishes, 11 top 10s, 6 DNFs, 320 laps led. Average finish is 16.6. Almost got him into the chase, but he just barely missed it. Now, how good of a fit is this going to be? We talked earlier in the show about these guys, about who was the big winner, and we decided it was Michael Waltrip Racing that was really the big winner. But does this team and Clint Bowyer fit together well?
I think so. I think Clint's attitude, his personality, his driving style, I think a lot of that fits in with Ruderman and with Martin Truex. And I think you add a guy like that into that mix. You know, we look at the Hendrick organization with Jimmy and Jeff and the way they fit together. I think he brings a lot to that table.
You know, we keep talking about who's going to be this next driver. Where does all this new talent come from? We got to start thinking about car owners. Roger Penske's 74 years old. All these car owners, late 60s, early 70s. So Michael Waltrip is taking the lead here. Him and his partner Kaufman, They're going to have to keep this new ownership rolling. I think this is good for this new car owner.
Well, Kenny, the NASCAR family has always placed a high priority on giving back to the community and fans that make it what it is. And it all starts at the top. Betty Jane France has been a pioneer of charity.